to know that he must have been following. Because I'm into watching wildlife documentaries, man. And I do know that they put cameras on trees and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it's tiring to be standing out there night and day. So they'll put cameras there, innit? To track the animal, or they'll shoot. They'll like shoot something or drug into the animal. And then when the animal's sleeping, they'll run up on the animal and strap a camera to the animal, man. Yeah, put a collar around it. So they can monitor his movements and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what Esau likes to do, man.
There's a lot of wild. There's a lot of live stream cameras that you could just leave on all around the clock, in the jungle, under the water, wildlife live cameras, and that's what Esau's doing, just for the sake of watching, observing.
I was gonna say, because if it wasn't for Esau, we would have went to the kingdom to find about all these animals.
Find out all about it.
Yeah, you know. A lot of the things we're gonna find out in the kingdom anyway, because Esau is only so much that he's able to document them. There's all kinds of things that creatures that we don't know about, man.
We'll be able to talk to the animals. We'll be able to communicate with them. Like Noah did.
Half the stuff he tells you about these animals, he doesn't really know the truth of it anyway. That's all. A lot of it's his theories.
Like there's a jungle in the Congo. They say only 5% of it has been discovered, man. They say it's so deep and so thick that it's almost impossible to go through it, man. And there's animals, they constantly finding animals that they've never seen before. And that's the jungle where there's a lot of rumors that people say there's actual dinosaurs in there, man. There's always rumors say there's some of the dinosaurs that we see on TV, that some of them actually live in that particular jungle.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, but we're gonna find out about all that. We're gonna find out about all that, man. You know?
If we're gonna be able to explore the earth, being that the earth is gonna be ours, we're gonna take it, we're gonna be able to explore it, like how Esau gets around the place, you know, and does tours and speaks about these different creatures, which he's a man of the field, that's the spirit. And we're gonna be able to see the creation of Yahweh. Right? And also, it's really Yahweh Shah and the angels. You know, Yahweh set the platform, all right, the architect, and basically the powers created everything, so we're going to experience everything that we created along with Yahweh Shah.
Get that, yeah.
Back in Genesis,
yeah? Genesis.
This is Genesis chapter 4, verse 3, and it says, and in the process of time it came to pass that Cain brought off the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Lord, and Abel he also brought off the firstlings of his flock and the fat thereof, and the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering, but unto Cain and his offering he had not respect, and Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell.
Right.
And it says, and the Lord said unto Cain, why art thou wroth, and why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted? And if thou doest not well, sin layeth at the door.
So Cain was given a chance, man. God gave him a chance to prove himself, and he did the complete opposite. Like he didn't know, he knew, because Abel knew what to do. So you mean to tell me that Cain didn't know? Cain knew. But just like these typical Edomites you see walking around, they don't believe in God, man. They don't care nothing about what the Most High said, man. Okay? But if you ask a typical Jake believes in the Most High. Jake has a respect unto the Most High. Even them grimy niggas, man, they got a chain with a crucifix, man. Yeah. So even though they're going around killing other niggas, they still got respect for the Most High, man. So, to some extent, man. You know? You know?
Zero, but not according to knowledge.
But not according to knowledge, man. You know what I'm saying? Even them Mexicans, man. Them wicked ass Mexican gang members, man. They'll have tattoos of Caesar Borgia all over their ass, man. You know what I'm saying? All up in their house. But they're the murdering niggas, man. They're murdering Mexicans, man.
Mexican niggas.
Yeah, Mexican niggas.
So you got this Mexican Christian that the brother shared one time in the group chat. He's got like Jesus tattooed on his fucking eye. He's got videos of him like body popping and saying he's dancing for Jesus.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
He's zealous. And it's like I said this as well, when you go into that word zeal, where it says, I'm still not according to knowledge, the word there is excitement. They are excited. So that's what the word zeal is.
Yeah. You can, when they say you're overzealous, man, you're too excited.
Because even though Jake, he's been programmed to do evil, is within his spirit, is within his bones, to fear and have respect for the Heavenly Father, man. Okay? It's in their spirit. That's how you know by our spirit we're the sons of the Lord. Right? Esau's not the son of the Most High. Esau don't even believe in the Most High. Esau don't even believe in the Most High, man. You know? Just look at the society that Esau has built. Is this a God-fearing society, man? Hell no. Look at the movies that they make, man. There's always some Halloween, there's always some evil spirit attached to these movies, man. Witches and fucking, demons and fucking...
Yeah.
It's horror, man.
Yeah.
You know? Or some zombies, some evil shit, man. You know? Some demonic vibe, man, that they're trying to push out.
Yeah, can I just say that Harry Potter movie and all those ones, all the 1 and 2 and 3 and all that, they all sell very well, yeah.
Yeah, you know, all of that, man. Witches and Lord of the Rings, all this left-hand side shit, man. This is not the spirit of Jacob. We're not supposed to be trying to make it here. This spirit is not our spirit. We're not supposed to be here.
Yeah. When you go to the toilets in the train station, there's a Harry Potter shop there. There's always a queue of Edomites. Every day there's always a queue of Edomites lining up right to the outside.
Well, I think here as well is where they filmed one of the scenes inside the train station. One of the scenes they filmed in one of the first Harry Potter films here.
Yeah, the only time you see it, you probably be one Jake that's there, one bugged out Jake, man. You know what I'm saying? Dressed up like an Edomite, goth. Bugged out, man. You know what I'm saying? There was one nigga, man. You know what I'm saying?
Straightening out their hair, straightening out their hair.
Them big platform shoes.
I done the research on the Harry Potter thing, because every single time I come down, I always see like the brother was saying like a long queue. So I'm thinking like, how is it so, like why is everybody so drawn to it? And I done the research, and hardcore fans actually believe in the witchcraft in the movie, in the series.
Yeah.
You know, because
They actually practice that.
That's right. Because they're connected to that stuff. They're spiritually connected to Satan, man. You know what I'm saying? These Edomites. I don't want to keep on talking, but
I've got a preset.
no, get the
Genesis.
I'll get to you.
Back in Genesis, chapter 4, verse 8. And Cain talked with Abel, his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field.
Listen to this, man.
And it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and slew him. And the Lord said unto Cain, Where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? And he said, What hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened up her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth. And Cain said unto the Lord, My punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid. And I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. And the Lord said unto him, Therefore, whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him.
Yeah, so Cain, he's the original criminal, man. He's the original crime monger, man. He's a criminal. Okay? But modern day media will have us believe that he's a lawful man. You know what I'm saying? He's a lawful man. He's here for the goodness of mankind, you know, and human development and all these great things, man. If you go in the Bible tells you the origins of Esau, where he derives from. He's a man of crime. He's rejected by the Lord.
Right.
All right. And this is the origin of his hatred, man. The hatred he has for Jacob, because we're favored by the Lord. The Lord favors us. And Esau has that hate, man. He's got that. That's why Esau's always angry. He's got that anger in him, man. You know what I'm saying? He's always against. You can't be at peace with anybody. Right. You just gotta kill them or, you know, distort something or, you know what I'm saying?
And that's it's an omen because the word Cain in Hebrew is Qayan, which means dagger. So that spirit of the sword was always on Esau from the very beginning.
Right.
And Abel, a bow means transitory, meaning he's not going to be around for too long.
Okay.
So that's why Cain killed Abel, because as soon as the spirit came on the earth, not too long after that, his brother killed him. And his brother's name means dagger. So that's as the elder was saying, that's the origins of Esau and why they hate us, man.
Right.
Because we're favored of the Heavenly Father.
You know, if you ever see an Edomite, you're just standing in line, you're just walking down the street, and you see an Edomite walk past you, and you can sense he has hatred, man. Just for the mere fact that he sees you, man. You ain't done nothing to him. You ain't said nothing to him. But he's got this hate, man. You know? Imagine that the world is being ruled by people who have that type of hate, man. For no reason. A very bloodthirsty people, man. A people that have to be controlled. I mean, these people like that, they're on the loose, hating people for no reason, without a righteous cause, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between killing and a murder.
Yeah.
Killing is justifiable.
Yeah.
Is righteous.
Yeah.
You know, when you kill an animal or you kill a man for what he did to another man because he murdered another man. That's killing. Murder is killing without righteous reason, without righteous cause, man. Esau is a murderer, man. He murdered his own brother. His brother didn't do him nothing. You know? You get what I'm saying? A man like this is ruling the planet Earth.
Yeah.
No wonder that this earth is defiled, man, with so much blood, man. This earth is defiled, man.
There was this, if I could just say, there was this documentary that used to come on long time when I was growing up anyway, but it was showing what Edomites were doing in the catering service, spitting up in the food, spitting up in the burgers, putting them down their pants, and this was 15 years ago. And relating to what you're saying, that was their hatred have to come out in one way or another. So in the catering service, just be careful, man, when you're buying certain things, and you know that it's Edomites, when they can't get their frustration out directly at you, they find another way to get it out.
They'll find another way.
Yeah, man, they're just perverse anyway, man. That's a perverse thing. That's a perverse way of thinking. Why you gotta spit in the food that you're serving to people?
Yeah, why you gotta do that?
Why you gotta do that? So I showed this brother the brother with your cow a couple of videos, I think. And these crackers, they're pouring wine down the cracks of each other's asses, man. And sorry, not wine, beer. Yeah. And drinking the beer. It's coming out of the cracks of each other's asses, man.
For fun, yeah.
They got a sick mind. Their mind is very sick.
When one of them fall asleep, they're sticking things up each other's asses and all that. For fun, pencils and all that.
When I was a bit younger, we used to have a saying, don't drink with white boys, man. Because every time you drink with them, man, they always do something stupid, man. Always something like what the brother is saying. They'll do something silly like that, man. If you fall asleep around them niggas, man, they'll dangle their nuts in your face and take pictures and stuff.
Yeah. What they would do back in school, when I was school, when I went to school with them, they drew drawings of penises on the tables and shit, on the walls, people's nuts and shit. you know, and laugh. They'll be like, they got a twisted mind, man. Now, Jake never did that. Jake never drew penises and shit. Esau did that, and it was a joke to him. They're very perverted, man. Going back to the Greeks and the Romans, they were all, that's in Esau's spirit to be off, man. But the majority of our people don't see it, man. They want to hang with them, you know? Well, he got a piece, we never see.
So Hebrews 12 and 16, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
Right. There's no one more profane than Esau, man. So what does it say? Read that again?
Hebrews 12 and 16, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
Yeah, there's to be anyone as profane. There's no one profane as Esau, man. Esau is the most profane. Okay? He is the devil. You know what I'm saying? And Esau knows he's the devil. Okay? We're all the same, man. Our people don't examine Esau, man. They don't pay attention to how he does things, man. They just think because he has 2 arms and 2 legs, he must be human just like us. Nigga, examine what he's doing, man. That's how you can see that there's a contrast. Alright?
It's all about Edomites being profane. These Edomites have got a thing called soggy biscuit.
That's the spirit, man.
Which I'm not going to say what it is, but you can just go look up on your own time. I ain't going to say what it is.
Say that, yeah, let me talk about that, man. Because I had this in sixth form. In sixth form, yeah, I had this teacher, an Israelite, but you could tell he grew up around a lot of Edomites. And he told us the story one time. He went to university and there was a certain society he wanted to join. But to join, they had an initiation thing, and it was soggy biscuit. Soggy biscuit. And basically, it's a group of guys, and they take their rods out, and they do their thing, and they all, you know, do their business over the biscuit. And the last one to ejaculate has to eat it. But he said to himself, oh shit, like, I don't want to do this anymore because I realize you white boys, like, I don't do that stuff. But because they already exposed that stuff to him, they said, basically, whenever you get your student finance, you have to pay us £200 every month out of that because he was exposed to what they do in their societies, man. But that's what Esau does, man. That crazy stuff like ejaculating on biscuits and eating it.
Now, why?
But you know, that's what the ancient Egyptians did. They did that same thing. What they would do is they would get some salad. You know the salad dressing, right? That's what that goes back to. It goes back to ancient Egyptians.
Oh, and that Bloody Mary, there's a drink called Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
That goes back to woman period, that Bloody Mary. Yeah.
See, that's what they call him, the abomination, man. Of desolation. He's an abomination, man.
People, when they go to the...
And that's why the law told the children of Israel, don't deal with these people. Don't marry these women of these other nations because they will deceive your children. Alright? Or like deceive your child or your son.
Yeah.
To pretty much marry the heathen women.
To turn against you, to turn against you.
Yeah, that's in Tobit, yeah.
Perfectly paraphrasing that.
Yeah, get that.
That's in Tobit, yeah. Tobit.
See, we got to value ourselves, man. Part of being an Israelite is being proud to be Israelite. You know what I'm saying? Proud of your heritage. Proud of where your ancestors migrated from, man. The reason why people are intermeddling with these other races of people because they don't know themselves. They don't know where they came from, man. All they know is Africa and slavery. That's it. That's dead, man. There's no life in that, man.
It's like Esau's been picking our people down for so long that as soon as he gave us a little comfort, we just took it and that's it. Now we don't have to move from it, man. But if Jackie just lived in the world, it could have been worse. You know, we could have been back in the cotton field. You see? So Jackie just taking this little bit of comfort that Esau has given them, and that's it. You know, your Israelites, the kingdom is coming for you. Nah, man, that's a couch. You know?
You know? It's deep.
Yeah, it's almost as if they're so lost now that That's not even conceivable.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
We're
yeah.
gonna get out of this now.
Yeah, because they've been under the influence of Esau for so long. It's like, that's it for them, man.
No longer fighting.
Yeah, they don't want to fight. Because they're scared, they fear Esau. They fear the backlash.
What's that? We shall rouse him up, man.
We shall rouse them up. The ones that's being roused up now is the elect.
It's Numbers 20 and 14. And Moses sent messengers from Kadesh unto the king of Edom. Thus saith thy brother Israel, thou knowest all that travail that have befallen us. Verse 15. How our fathers went down into Egypt, and we have dwelt in Egypt a long time. And the Egyptians vexed us and our fathers. And when we cried unto the Lord, he heard our voice, and sent an angel, and have brought us forth out of Egypt. And behold, we are in Kadesh, a city in the uttermost of thy border. Verse 17. Let us pass, I pray thee, through thy country. We will not pass through the fields,
wanted to say that.
or through the vineyard.
He wanted to say that,
neither
but I
will we
wasn't
drink
speaking
of
up.
the water of the wells.
Yeah.
We will go by the
Yeah,
king's
Kel.
highway. We will not
You
turn
still
to
want to
the
say
right nor the left
what you want to say?
until we
You
have
still wanna
passed
say
thy
what you wanna
borders.
say?
And
You wanted-
Edom
you
said
wanted to
unto
say
them,
something. Oh, yeah,
thou
yeah,
shalt
yeah.
not pass by me, lest
do.
I come out against thee with the sword.
He never spoke up. Let him know. That's all right.
And so verse 18 again, and Edom said unto them, thou shalt not pass by me, lest I come out against thee with the sword. And the children of Israel said unto him, we will go by the highway, and if I and my cattle drink of thy water, then I will pay for it. I will only, without doing anything else, go through on my feet. And he said, thou shalt not go through. And Edom came out against him with much people and with a strong hand. Thus Edom refused to give Israel passage through his border, wherefore Israel turned away from him.
Oh, man, that's the spirit of Esau, man. That's the whole spirit of Esau, man. From losing his birthright. That perpetual hatred. That's why when I spoke about earlier, when Jake tries to build his own nation here, you can't do that, man. Because they just got it in their spirit. Like, you could be a million miles away from Esau, man, building your own shit, and he'll come and find you and destroy you and kill you and your children and your women and everything.
Black Wall Street.
Black Wall Street.
When Esau found out how thriving that community was, man, afterwards, as they used one excuse, man, one excuse without Edomite when she said, oh, the guy tried to rape her or something, oh, they came full force, man. They said, they said there was guys that were retired, but that came out of retirement to come and fly the planes that were dropping bombs in that place.
Yeah, and those were government planes.
Government planes, they literally took a whole army to destroy everything. People were being yanked out of their houses were being burnt, their cars were being burnt, the ones that were not running away were being killed. Basically, it was like 70 AD in Black Wall Street, man.
Yeah. But with the planes.
Yeah.
There was another place as well, I can't remember the name, but it was like Black Wall Street. No, in fact, no, this is where, this is a different one. They were working, they were doing work for Esau's, like, factories and plantations. So obviously in America, but they weren't getting paid the same as everybody else. So they started to, have like little council meetings. So they could go against Esau, basically, go to the same, why can't you pay us what we're supposed to be paid? So what happened was, obviously these Edomites heard what was going on. They went down to the meeting with their guns and stuff, and then it all kicked off and they were shooting up the place. And a couple of Edomites got shot. Next thing you know, you've got like all the towns in the surrounding areas going down there to start a war. And what happened was, they went down and they were shooting the women, the children, the men, like all Jakes and that. And then it got so bad that they had to send the US military in there. And all the Edomites were hiding in the bushes, right? So when they saw the military coming in, they all ran out of the bushes with their rifles and whatnot. And because they come out running out of the bushes, the US Army just gunned them down, man. If I can remember the name of it, I'll try and look for it in a minute. That's just another case, man. And that's all because Jake just wants to get what he's owed, man. And his devils just don't want to do that. They don't want to give you what you do. And that goes back to reparations and everything else.
have a right to. Yeah, we make no account for his labor.
Yeah. You know? You got that conversation.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, you know Eric Gardner, you know the guy that got choked out? You know, when our people were protesting, what did Esau do? He did a counter protest. They had t-shirts saying, I can't breathe. Then Edomites came out with t-shirts saying, I can breathe. That's not perpetual hatred.
Oh yeah.
What is?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not happy without brutalizing you niggas, man.
You know, Esau always, that's what, he gets off at attacking Jake, specifically. More than Moab, Elam. He's always got to attack Jake. Why? Why? Because he feels inferior to Jake, man. He feels like he's being emasculated by Jake. Jake is the epitome of masculinity. And Esau feels like he's got to compete, man. So he feels that by raping a nigger woman and unleashing the frustration on a nigger woman, alright, and killing Jake, that's what makes him feel like he's on top. You know what I'm saying?
Just to pull back on what it said, Numbers 20, passage I just read. Moses was trying to plead and bargain with him. He was saying, look, if my cattle drink of your water, of your wells, if I drink, I'll pay for it. I won't go for the vineyard, anything. He was trying to bargain with him, but even then Esau still said no, Edom said no. So no matter how much Jake's begged this man for whatever in the society, he doesn't care about it, he's not going to give it to him.
Right. Yeah. You know?
Psalms 137 and 7, it says, remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem. He said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us.
In fact, start from the top.
Psalms 137 and 1, it says, by the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down, yea, we wept when we remembered Zion. We hanged our harps upon the willows in the midst thereof.
Right, because the Babylonian captivity. What tribes were taken as slaves in Babylonian captivity? Judah. Right. So what happened to the other tribes? What happened to them?
So at the pagan empire when they left,
Pardon?
the other tribes.
No, the Persian Empire came after Babylon. So what happened to the other tribes while Judah was in slavery in Babylonian captivity? What happened to the northern kingdom? Where were they?
When did they go to America? Under Babylon.
That's what I'm trying to ask. Where were the other tribes when Judah, Benjamin, and Levi were taken as slaves to Babylon? Where was the northern kingdom?
Oh, they were the first slaves.
Huh?
Was they the first slaves?
Who?
The northern tribes. They were the first slaves. And
I'm trying to ask you.
yeah, well, I would say that they were the first slaves, and their body wasn't as strong as the other tribes, the Benjamin, Judah, and they started to die off and because they had a lot of diseases and they wasn't as strong. So I don't know.
I'm talking about ancient Babylon. In ancient Babylon, who was taken as slaves to ancient Babylon? Pardon? Judah, Benjamin, and Levi were the tribes that were taken as slaves to ancient Babylon. But what happened to the rest of the tribes?
Yeah.
Where were they? Were they in Assyria?
Syrians,
They were in Assyria.
Were they taken by Hosea the king? They were taken into their land. I don't know where it was, but they were there until they left in
Well, what captivity was that?
Assyria.
The Assyrian captivity. Was the Assyrian captivity before or after ancient Babylon? It was before ancient Babylon.
Before, yeah.
Ancient Assyria was before ancient Babylon. So what happened to the other tribes?
I just got a question. So did Ezra live before Daniel?
Pardon?
Who lived first, Ezra or Daniel?
Daniel was before Ezra. Ezra came Medio-Persia.
Okay.
So Daniel was on the scene during ancient Babylon. But what I'm trying to ask is, when the southern kingdom were taken as slaves to ancient Babylon, where was the northern kingdom? They were in the Americas, man. They migrated to the Americas. It tells you that in Esdras. Exactly. After the Assyrian captivity, they found another place and migrated there. So the only tribes that were left in the Middle East during the time of ancient Babylon was Judah, Benjamin, and Levi.
I thought that was a trick question, isn't it? I would just say Americas, but I thought that was a trick question.
I heard that so many times, you know. I knew that so many. I heard that so many times.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So you gotta know that timeline,
right.
That historical timeline of the captivities, man. Assyria really was obviously ancient Egypt was the first, but then the major one was Assyria, Babylon, Medo-Persia, Greece, Rome. Yeah.
Is it true that they were the northern tribes were the first slaves? Is that true?
They were the first slaves, obviously, after ancient Egypt. You know, the second major captivity.
On the transatlantic, is that right? They were the first on the transatlantic. Is that what you're saying?
Oh,
yeah,
you're talking about that?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah. But I'm talking about in ancient times. Okay. Where was it? Oh yeah, exactly. Read that again.
It says Psalms 147, starting from the top. It says, by the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down, yea, we wept when we remembered Zion. We hanged our harps upon the willows in the midst thereof. For there they carried us away captive. For there they that carried us away captive required of us a song.
Right.
And they that wasted us required of us mirth, saying, sing us one of the songs of Zion.
So they were making mockery of us, man, the ancient Babylonians. And it was Jeremiah that prophesied against the kings of Judah. He said that, because Jeremiah, that was a long ministry, man. He was prophesying ever since he was a kid. He was prophesying in Judah, went to Egypt, prophesied there against them niggas there. Because them niggas are all up into that Egyptology shit, man. Worshipping the sun and shit. Alright? And prophesying so much so that they even imprisoned him. They even imprisoned Jeremiah, man. Okay?
Yeah.
And he was prophesying up until the point where the ancient Babylonians came and enslaved them. And burnt the temple, man. Okay? So when was the second temple rebuilt?
During the time of Ezra, Zerubbabel.
Right. And what captivity was that?
The Babylonian captivity.
No.
That's Artaxerxes.
What captivity was that?
That's Persia.
Yeah, the Medo-Persians. That's when the second temple was rebuilt. During the time of Nehemiah and Ezra. Alright? That's when the temple was built for the second time. Because it was burnt during the time of the Babylonian captivity. Read on.
Verse 4 it says, how shall we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? If I forget thee, O Jerusalem, let my right hand forget her cunning.
Right, so we got to remember our homeland. Part of coming to this truth is remembering ourselves, man. Right. It tells you that in the scriptures. You know, in the land that we're taking captivity, there shall we remember ourselves, man. Because in all the captivities that we've been in, we've always known who we were. Always. Alright? We always maintained who we were. Our identity. This is the only captivity where that identity's been taken from us. Alright? So it's here we're actually remembering ourselves. You know? We're rehearsing the righteous acts because we're a bit off, we don't remember certain things, we're a bit hazy on certain things, but you know, we're rehearsing. You know? This thing is about faith. That's why if it was by the law, we would never make it because we don't even